troops, time to rise and shine! As commanding officer responsible for the school and its students, I have an announcement to make. Get ready for your 30th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Down and dirty, it's day 30! And you know what that means? I've unlocked some new classrooms to celebrate! Where did you get access to this time, you ask? On the first floor, it's the metal shop! And on the second floor, the biolab! As usual, you can ask me more about how they work in person. See you there!
New school facilities, huh? Well, that can wait. First, I have to meet up with everyone in the cafeteria. I don't know the words on the shirt. Tell to Petroli? Good morning, Takumi. Yeah, morning. Still can't make myself believe Nozomi and Kadara are different people. They're just too alike. I have to go. I'll see you later. If you were Kadara, I can't imagine why she'd act so cold toward me. Maybe the fact that I get so awkward around Nozomi is why she's putting distance between us. I can't help it, though. Being around her is so confusing. Carriage that conveyed us here is now stationed in the parking lot on the first floor. So wonder the horses pulling it were able to go so fast, and all of it ever being seen. We should bring them some hay and water later. Does she seriously not know how a bus works? Right, looks like everyone's here. Still feels weird having so many people around all of a sudden. And it's all the killing game, and then have to hurt a little. Whoa, don't be so casual about it. Taking life is a serious matter. If you're going to kill someone, you got to take your time with it. Really make it mean something for the both of you, you know. That's supposed to be inspiring. There being more of us could be a good thing, though. The more allies we have, the better we can defend the school. And the more difficult the missions will be. Allies, huh? Anyway, I took a quick look around the school already. It's basically identical to ours, just like Nico said. Apart from that huge wall of fire outside, of course. So those are the infamous Undying Flames. The sight of them there sets my teeth on edge. Told us a little about them on the bus on the way here, but maybe we could get a proper explanation? What exactly are those flames, Takumi? We don't really know yet. Just like that, we've got 4 more people we have to live with. And they're all total weirdos too. Nozomi is pretty normal. Glad you're back, Takumi, but we still haven't solved the mystery of what happened to Hiroko. Oh, I'm sorry, I must be such an eyesore. I'll go stand in the corner and try to attract as little attention as possible. We certainly have gathered a motley crew of allies, haven't we? It's like one of those yokai picture scrolls in here. Okay. My dear brother always tells me not to talk to strangers, and these people are pretty strange, but still. This is way too many characters to keep track of. Let's hold a killing game and then have to hurt a little. Those guys from the other academy are kind of weird. Making friends with them might be asking a little too much. Fair. Well, this time there's a whole nother school just like ours. You really never know what's gonna happen around here. I'm gonna regret this. I have nothing to say to you, peasant. Tell Nozomi what she wants to know. Oh, that wasn't as bad as I expected. Those undying flames send a chill down my spine. They be some art brought about by demonic blood magic? At this point, anything's possible. You should go ahead and answer Nozomi's question. We're all dying to learn more about those flames. No, you're undying to learn about those flames. All we can tell you about the flames is what Sirei told us when we first got here.
Those flames, which encircle this entire school, by the way, just keep on burning. They never go out.
Never?
That's what I said. They don't need fuel, and they can't be extinguished. They'll keep burning on for all eternity. Hence, the undying flames.
That never goes out. Sounds like something out of a fairy tale. I'd never have believed if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Yeah, I'm still having trouble getting my brain to accept it. Perhaps 'tis an advanced form of ninjutsu? Which chakra elements does one combine for such a transformation? Flames are to keep the invaders away from Last Defense Academy, right? That's true. They must be part of the defense system. They're probably being generated somewhere on school grounds. Yeah, maybe. To tell you the truth, we don't really understand how it works either. You got them burning outside your defense room, too. That's gotta be to protect whatever's in there, right? We think so. We tried dousing the ones in the fire... No, you tried. Fire signature before, but they sprang up again pretty much right away. It's going to take a lot more than that to get inside. This really brings home how many questions are still unanswered. Sirei said he'd explain everything, but then disappeared. And you couldn't convince him to tell you sooner? You truly are useless. Sorry. Hey, that wasn't our fault. Your defenses are a lot beefier than ours. I guess that settles it. The school is the real deal, alright? Yes, it's just like Ningo said.
Second to last Defense Academy is, well, it's a decoy. Intended to distract the enemy and make them waste their time and resources. There's nothing important here. Humanity's future depends not on the contents of our defense room, but on what's inside the one at the true Last Defense Academy.
Really, it was a shock to learn we've been risking our lives to protect a mere decoy. A shock? It was downright infuriating. B-Team is no place for someone of my social standing. It's not as if the work we did there wasn't important. The invaders took the bait and sent troops to the decoy after all. Those attacks we fought off stopped them from focusing their entire fighting force on the school. I still say Nigo could have told us that from the beginning. A lot of information relating to this was classified. Maybe he didn't have permission. If Inigo couldn't defy orders from above, he told us that much himself. Orders from above. Sirei mentioned higher-ups, too. Who's really controlling this war? Better question, who's controlling the invaders? But now the Decoy Academy's gone. That means the attacks on this one are gonna get a whole lot worse, right? Pretty much. They don't gotta decide who to send where anymore. We're all theirs. And there's still like 17 more days to go. Oh man, rotten luck. I don't know if I can hold out that long. What's the worst that could happen? Die? If it's gonna happen anyway, maybe we should get started now. You know, get busy living or get busy dying. You're all so adorable, the way you freak out over every little thing. The enemy attacks may get worse, but there's more of us too. If we can learn to fight as a team, then... Why fight at all? Why don't we just run? Huh? We use that school bus you came in on. We can cover a lot more ground than on foot. Might even be able to drive all the way back to the complex. You're babbling, sir. A warrior does not desert their post while the enemy still draws breath. And nor does a woman. And supposing the bus could cover that kind of distance, none of us know how to get to the Tokyo residential complex from here. And besides, the future of humanity is at stake here. If we don't defeat the invaders, the whole world is done for. Don't tell me you actually believe all that future of humanity stuff. There's a good chance it's just a story made up to motivate us, you know? Actually, we considered that possibility if it was one of the first things we discussed. In the end, we decided if there were even a chance of it being true, we had no choice but to steel our resolve and do our part for these 100 days. Nozumi was very persuasive. The way she got us fired up, we couldn't help but get on board with it. I didn't really do anything special. But how can you be so sure? Do you have any grounds or evidence to prove it's true? You got any grounds or evidence for thinking it's not? I guess not. If Siri had been here to tell you more about what's going on, he'd be sure of it too. I think that was the main difference between our two groups and why our attitudes are so different. Once Nigo told us about world death, we knew we couldn't just stand by and let it happen. World death. Oh, who's nobody saying this, I guess. Oh, it's his thoughts. Yes, indeed. Man, these future prospects without this particular asset would be grim, to say the least. It is, after all, the key to overcoming world death and assuring a chance for future generations to thrive. Wait. World death? What's that? New firmament turn to deal with. This is going to overload my extra small-sized brain. That's a mood. Oh, it's all starting to make sense now. You never even got that far, huh? So no wonder you're still going back and forth on whether it's all true then. You best prepare yourselves for a shock. What do you mean? According to the information Nigel shared with us, world death was the catalyst for this entire war. This is the thing that started it all? More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to the Tokyo residential complex. Oh, is that really the only complex? World death has decimated human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. Decimated the population? Is that bad? Enough of the dramatic buildup. Just tell us what this world death thing is. Quiet, P. Brian. The adults are talking. If we tell you we don't want any of that, hey, is that really true? What if it's all made up stuff? You think you can hold on to that single thought without blowing a fuse? Come on, make those explanations already. That's no way to talk to someone who's about to impart important wisdom. Didn't anyone ever teach you any manners, you inbred little street urchin? What, any of our manners are any better, you foul-mouthed rich girl? Shut up! Honestly, having to listen to your complaints is making my skin crawl. Spend too much time talking and you won't be ready when the enemy attacks. And if you don't fight the enemy when they attack, you die. Is that so hard to understand? So why do you insist on picking apart everything we say? I've stepped in things that would have made better soldiers than you. That's right, even ABC gum still has some flavor. It's more resilient than me too. Can you really blame us for asking questions after getting dragged into this crazy war out of nowhere? That's where you're wrong. We weren't dragged into this. We were chosen as mankind's last hope. Mankind's last hope? Yes. We were chosen to represent humanity in this war. To shoulder the hopes and futures of everyone back home. We're the only ones that can stop our entire species from being wiped out. We don't have a choice in this. We have to fight. You believe that too? Are you sure you haven't just been brainwashed to think it's true? Again, you make a joke of our resolve. You won't be laughing when my blade has its way with you. What about world death? Are you gonna just keep throwing that name around like it means something, or are you actually gonna start explaining things? You know what? I'm not telling you a thing. Go shove it up the tailpipe of a car you can't afford, and sure, because you're poor. Can't work with a bunch of impatient, ineffectual, dull-witted morons like you. Point in us telling you anymore. Kurara, don't be like that. There's no need for us to get involved with these chumps, Nozomi. We can win this war on our own just fine. I can't believe we've wasted our food on you peasants. We'd have been better off letting you shrivel up and using you as invader bait. Oh, you act like a big shot, but this is our school, you know? We were here first. Yeah, we opened up this place to you after yours went kaput. If it weren't for us, you'd have nowhere to go right now. We could say the same for you. You and the school would have been toast if we hadn't helped out on that battlefield yesterday. And that battle yesterday. Don't get smart with me, pretty boy. I'll murderize ya. Ouch. Don't mangle murder like that. The word deserves to be treated with respect.
It's no surprise these peasants can't speak properly. They don't show the slightest sign that they've taken anything on board. Poverty must have dulled their wits to the point they can't even hold a conversation.
Well, excuse the heck out of me. I'd rather be poor than an absolutely rotten human being.
Seriously, what's the big idea showing up out of nowhere and acting like you've got the right to boss us around?
You've made it obvious you lack the experience and expertise to defend the school on your own. It's only natural that we step in to superintend.
You know what would help relieve some of this tension? A killing game!
Oh, if you want to try to escape, be my guest. I'm gonna come after you, though. The thrill of the chase. I wonder how far you'd get if I amputated your legs first.
Watch it, man. I may not hit girls, but I won't hold back against another guy.
Killing game? Anyone? Just one murder. That's all I ask.
Ah!
That's enough. You all need to calm down. Takami's right. We don't get anywhere if we don't work together. Pick up and smell the roofies, Nozomi. The Dreadnought glass deadbeats as bad as the rest of them. And while your back is turned, he'll spike your drink and take you back to his room to have his way with you.
Yeah!
Never do anything like that.
Yeah!
Really wouldn't. You know that, right? Please, everyone. We shouldn't be fighting among ourselves. Why can't we be friends? Friends with these guys? Don't make me laugh. Befriending these cosplay convention rejects certainly is asking a lot for normal people like us.
Ugh.
How dare you, sir? I'll not let that insult slide. Choose your fate. Face the judgment at Holy Jumonji sword, or repent and die by your own hand. I demand satisfaction. Satisfaction? I'm gonna be a jerk, but he's our jerk. God, just about all I can stand of you loathsome visages. We're done here. Come on, Nozomi. I mean, is it wrong? But... yeah, get lost. See if we care. If I never see your dumb face again, it'll be too soon. Alright, trying to press the issue now only make things worse. It would be nice if we could talk more tomorrow, though. Team from the second campus left with their heads held high. They were barely out the door before the others started venting their feelings. What's with those guys? Are we really going to have to spend the rest of the 100 days with people like that? I agree, their attitude is positively sickening. Like you're one to talk. You brought back some interesting friends with you, Takumi. So this is my fault? I know I've got no right to contribute to this discussion, but what do you think that world death they mentioned is? I'm really curious now. Don't sweat it. Don't even think about it. It's all mind games. We're just trying to get inside our heads. Alright, I still feel like I want to hit something. I think I'll go back to my room and cool off. Guess I'll do that too. No killing game then? Maybe next time. Takamaru, Gaku, and Tsubasa left the room. I didn't have the heart to stop them. The tension was already dangerously close to the breaking point. Where did the twin... You didn't mention the twins leaving. Well, that could have gone better. Never expected everyone to turn on each other like that. Same here. It's not going to be easy to getting them to work together. Bold move making the crazy people have the lore. Like, actually. I like it, but it's just... bold move. If Sirei or Hiroko were here, they know what to do. There's no use wishing things were different. We need to think of a way to solve this problem in our own way. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I need some time alone to think. Aito and I parted ways, and I headed back to my room. That disaster of a meeting, it's hard to imagine ever reconciling the two groups. There's gotta be some way. Maybe we just need more time.
Huh?
I don't think of it. Some new rooms were unlocked today, weren't they? I'll go take a look at them. I could use something to take my mind off all this. There's a metal shop on the first floor and a biolab on the second, right? Alright. What's in here? This isn't quite what I was expecting from a metal shop classroom. It's more like something you'd find on a military base. I mean, it is war. There are all kinds of deadly looking weapons lined up, and the air's thick with the smell of metal shavings and gunpowder. Oh, and she's here too. 1 second. Let's see. Where are the twins? Well, more accurately, where is Ima? Oh, I didn't know. Okay, I guess Jonas Takamaru was there too. I only wish you had a magic circle to contain you, Sir Takumi. Then I could easily cut you down the moment you try anything indecent. Sheesh. I blame Tomato. I blame Tomato Head for her, the way she is. I don't think she's pretending not to know me. Karuha could never have put on an act this convincing. Is she really not Karuha? Maybe she lost her memory? I mean, foreshadowing is a literary device that we saw earlier with this. Look out, Nozomi! Karuha's waiting for a chance to pounce on you and lap up your saliva! So he's like the yokai Yamachichi that seals his victims' life force by sucking in their breath. Except with saliva. The holy Jumonji saw that I will strike him down. I keep telling you I'd never do anything like that. I cannot tell if Tomato Girl is causing issues on purpose or not. Darn it, she's more cautious of me than ever now. That's right, I'll never get to talk to her. What am I supposed to do here? Gonna make trap. The way the air smells in here really puts me at ease.
Huh?
Seriously? You like this? With all the metal and gunpowder and everything? I know, it's not exactly the everyone would associate with a sophisticated lady like myself. Yeah, yeah. Sure, we'll go with that. But Osazuki's actually rose to prominence thanks to our involvement with weapons development. Weapons development, like guns and stuff? In the beginning, our family name was just Suzuki. We were small-time arms engineers and gun runners. We grew to business little by little from there, expanding our reach until it encompassed all aspects of life in the Tokyo residential complex. That gave us the necessary prestige to evolve from Suzuki to Osuzuki. And the rest is history. Is that how names get changed? Workshops like these are just as integral to my family's enterprise? True, technically. Identity is the swanky mansions where we live today. This industrial atmosphere is baked right into my DNA. Being here is like returning to my natural habitat. I thought your natural habitat was the garden. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Seems only fitting that this should be the place where I write a new chapter of our family's illustrious history. Create I guess this is why she's so good at building things. I'll create weapons of which the world has never seen and eradicate those pesky invaders once and for all.
Before our mighty others flee, great and powerful Suzuki!
I need to hear that again because I couldn't hear over the...
Before our mighty others flee, great and powerful Suzuki!
Couldn't hear over the air conditioner. Trap development has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. The invaders will rue the day they cross on Osazuki! Man, I'm glad she's on our side. She is on our side, right? Maybe you should tell that to those friends of yours too. Getting on my bad side is not a good idea. they all commit seppuku 3 times in quick succession, I might forgive them for their insolence. How is that possible? Again with the ritual suicide demands, I'm still not sure how doing it more than once is supposed to work. Why am I Takumi? I mean, at least I'm this Takumi and not Fire Emblem Takumi. I love him, but I would not want to be him. So this is the biolab. Looks less like a classroom and more like something out of a horror movie. What he said. What are you laughing at? I can't help it. I mean, just look at this equipment. It's hot with a capital H. Now that this room's open, we can whip a whole host of medical supplements whenever we need them. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what kind of supplements are we talking about? Mostly stuff that gives our hemo anima a temporary boost. We can use some to augment our regular physical abilities too. Hugo did say there were facilities like this tucked away in dark corners of the school. It's pretty sweet I finally get to see one. Guess second to last defense academy had a lab like this too, but it never got unlocked for us. That does sound like it'd be useful. But is it ethical? We're basically using performance-enhancing drugs, right? Are you worried about the morality of a little thing like that? You're such a Boy Scout, Takumi. With everything in this lab, we have the potential to go much, much further. A lot of this stuff was developed as a result of illegal experiments on human subjects. For most people, no amount of knowledge is worth that kind of atrocity. And now that research is all ours, the fiendish, the outlandish, the downright unpleasant, it's all right here at our fingertips. And what could we use it for? For a start, we can probably make some killer modifications to ourselves, just like my family did to me. You mean like the way your arms are? What? You know, it's always been my dream to mod somebody else's body. I'd be gentle. I'd make sure any changes I made were tasteful. Say, Takumi, you feel like discarding your humanity and becoming something more?
Hey!
Absolutely not. Not interested. Let me know if you change your mind. In the meantime, I'll just make do with my fantasies. Alright, I visited both the new rooms that we unlocked today. Yes, I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. Between all the arguing and exploration, today's really taking it out of me. Is there anything I can do to get everyone to see eye to eye? Or are their attitudes toward fighting just too different? Yeah, good question. What about that stretchy arm? We're representing all of humanity in this war. They chose us above all others to defend the world from the invaders. We're the only ones who can do this, so it's only natural that we give it our all. Mankind's future is in our hands now. It's our responsibility. Never thought of this as a responsibility. Fighting was just a means to an end, a way for me to get home. Would I feel differently if I knew about World Death? Was I ever going to find out what this war was all about? Someone's at the door. Could it be her? Not a flutter of anticipation. My hands trembling, I pulled open the door to reveal... yeah. Good evening, Takumi. Do you have time to talk? Oh, it's you, Aita. Were you expecting something else? Sorry to disappoint you. Oh, it's not like that. What's up? Nothing in particular. I just thought it'd be nice to have a chat a little. Never got a chance to tell you how happy I was to see you again. I was out of my mind with worry the whole time you were gone. Oh, really? I thought maybe you disappeared like Hiroko. We went 5 whole days without any contact from you after all. Sorry, I wasn't exactly in a position to get in touch. What happened to you during that storm? Did you get separated from the crew? Shoot, that's true. We don't know who hit us with a metal pipe. I'm not really sure. All I remember is that I passed out and woke up with an aching head. By the time I was already on my own, somewhere miles away from here. By then I was already on my own, somewhere miles away from here. After that, Nico found me and took me to the other school. Aren't you got sent flying by the storm? It's possible, I guess. I can't think of anything else that would explain it. I can. A lead pipe. Well, you're okay now. That's the important thing. Well, we're on the subject of the other school. What's going on between you and that Nozomi girl? Huh? When you're around her, you're different. Almost like she's special to you. But you seem troubled as well. What's wrong? I'd like to help if I can. Though if it's something romantic, bear in mind I don't have any experience on that area. Oh, was that really it? No, not exactly. It's kind of weird, to be honest. You might not believe what I have to say, but will you still hear me out? Of course. Now that I've been given the go-ahead, it all came spilling out. Told Aito about Kadara, my childhood friend I'd spent practically every day with back home, before the war. That was the easy part. Then there was the matter of Nozomi and her uncanny likeness to Kadara. They were so alike that I couldn't accept that they were different people, no matter how much I tried. As much as Nozomi looked and sounded like Kadara, she had no idea who I was. I told Aito all about this mystery and the theories I'd come up with and how the whole thing was messing me up. You weren't kidding when you said it was weird. Thought maybe she had amnesia, but she's never mentioned hitting her head or having gaps in her memory or anything like that. Not that I've been able to talk to her long enough to ask about it. Come on, Aito, say something. Oh, sorry. This whole thing reminds me of a sci-fi novel I read a little while back. What happened in it? The main character ends up in a place that's both familiar and different. A parallel universe. Oh, here we go, we're getting Ujikoshi'd. Parallel universes aren't just other worlds or even the past or future. They're alternate realities taking place at the same time as our own. Alternate realities? It's a fairly common trope. Depending on the story, a parallel universe could be completely alien or eerily similar to the reality we know. Of course, he's the one that starts, the first one to give us the Ujikoshi lore drop. In the book I'm thinking of, the main character travels to another universe. Finds there's another version of himself there. Another him living his own, slightly different, life. Think that's the connection between Nozomi and Kadara? Like they're alternate versions of each other? You did at the beginning say you didn't remember there being a building on the street. Also explained the residential complex being under attack and Sierra implying it wasn't real. Now that sounds ridiculous, but humor me for a moment. It would explain a lot. You mean Kadara and Nozomi are the same person, hence all the similarities, but at the same time they're different. They've lived completely different lives. That would account for Nozomi not knowing you, don't you think? No, Haito. Maybe that's how this stuff works in sci-fi. I'm having a hard time believing it could happen in real life. I suppose you're right, it is a little unrealistic. But the situation we're in is already pretty far removed from what we used to consider reality. Perhaps my sense of what is or isn't realistic has gotten warped from all the strange things that have happened to us lately. I really hadn't considered that possibility. I had thought about it being a simulation, but could we be in another universe? Or reality? He's right. If you told me a few weeks ago I'd be stabbing myself in the heart to give myself special powers and fight monsters, I wouldn't have believed that either. Sorry for putting forward such a bizarre idea. I haven't been much help, have I? That's not true. It's really helped to get all this off my chest. And it's such a weird story, most people wouldn't believe me. I couldn't have told just anyone about this. I'm honored. I'll gladly hear you out if you want to talk again, no matter how strange it is. You sure have been having some peculiar experiences. First the ghostly invader, and now this. Alright. No. Nothing stands out that's being weird, but I bet he's the last character, isn't he? Oh, right. I almost forgot about that thing. We still haven't figured out what it is. I haven't seen that invader since I got back, but the next time I do, I'm going to make sure he answers what he's done. Don't take any unnecessary risk. You have no idea how dangerous he might be. I know, I'll be careful. Well then, I think I've taken up enough of your time. I should get going. Good night, Takumi. Sleep well. With that, Aito left, pausing at the door to give me one last gentle smile. Parallel universes, alternate realities, could any of it be true? Sounds so bizarre, but the more I think about it, the more it starts to make sense. Is that what's going on here? Akaru... She was saying, you're very quick to accept this. Just what? You're in an Uchikoshi game. You shouldn't be this quick to accept things. Is that what's going on here? Are Karu and Nozomi alternate versions of the same person? The same, but different? Either way, I won't be able to put this issue to rest until I talk to her and get about it myself. And after venting to Aito, the frustration I was feeling still wouldn't go away. Turned in for the day and gradually fell into a light, fitful sleep.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 31st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
Says it different every day, I think.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric...
So, tomato-headed people? This morning, guess I'll go to the cafeteria as usual. I just hope everyone's a little less prickly today. As if, you know, somebody's going to be causing problems. They are all okay. Well, it's just us today? Yeah, no sign of the second campus guys anywhere. Just so you know, none of us picked a fight with them or told them not to come here. They're just plain old no-shows. Fine by me. Who wants to deal with those jerks first thing in the morning? Everyone's turned so hostile lately. Loving it. Can't go on like this forever. We're going to have to talk things out with them eventually. You saw how things went down yesterday, Mr. Atsuki. Does it really seem like they listen to our side of things? I think if we talk to Nozomi, maybe. That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Conversation was interrupted by the sound of the door opening as someone new came into the room. Good morning. Hey, it's you, huh? What are you doing here?
Hi!
Gaku, be nice. She can use the cafeteria if she wants. Hey, did you come to betray your friends and join our side? One of us! One of us! Is that it? Sorry to disappoint you, but no, there's something I want to discuss with you. You know how it goes. Talk to everybody first. Wish there was something I could do to smooth things over, but I'd probably mess up and make everything work. For once, I have to agree. I'm not buying this goody-goody act. She's just as bad as the rest of them. Do we even need to reconcile those ragtag misfits? There's definitely wrong of our two teams acting separately. Yeah, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try to get along. I would like to make friends with the others, but there's really nothing I can do. Besides, ragtag misfits, we're one to talk, Ima. And if anything, they're more cohesive because they're all weird. What's Nozomi doing here? What does she want to talk about? If we get Uchikoshi by her too, I swear. What's the deal with those second campus guys? I guess we'd better hear what she has to say. I wonder what Nozomi wants. One second. Yeah. She's not here to try to patch things up with us. I'm enjoying this tense atmosphere way too much. You would. What did you want to talk about, Nozomi? You finally going to tell us the full story about that world death thing? Sorry, I'd like to, but Kirara and the others are dead set against it. I know they can be difficult sometimes. But they're still my friends. I can't just go against their decision behind my backs. What do you want, then? I was thinking, might be a good idea to set different times for us to use the cafeteria. At least for a while. If our two groups stay separate, we can reduce the chances of things escalating like they did yesterday. Yeah, I guess there's something in that. It shouldn't be too hard to organize. Our group has a training routine we go through every morning. We're going to keep that up here, so we won't need the cafeteria until later. Wow, you train this early? That's the kind of dedication I can only dream of. It's all for the good of humanity. We can't afford to lose this war. You sound like a walking recruitment poster. Yeah, you kinda do. That's a lot of big talk for someone who can't even use hemoanima. Daku! There's always bound to be some friction when two groups with competing values come together. It's like when two video game companies merge. Why do I feel like that was a pointed jab? Sooner or later, one of their flagship series always ends up getting buried. Wonder if they're supposed that has to be a specific call out. Feel sorry for the fans. At any rate, I think it's best we keep our distance until we've all calmed down a little. That's all I wanted to say. I'll be going now. But wait a minute, while you're here, I wanted to ask you. Sorry, the others are waiting for me. Nozomi brushed off my questions and left without even sparing a passing glance at me. That was fun, huh? It's like the management sent a liaison officer to tell us to get our butts in gear and start up the killing game. She really hates your guts, huh, Takumi? So she turned you down. So what? She may be cute and everything, but who wants to go out with someone who's always talking about saving humanity and stuff? Guys, don't be so insensitive. Takumi needs to be alone of his pain. I'm not sure that's the best approach either. Don't worry, you get used to me hating pretty quick. That's something I learned early on in life from my parents.
Hey!
Sigh. Breakfast that day was as tasteless as the atmosphere. Nozomi's doing all she can to avoid me. I'll never be able to talk to her at this rate. Shouldn't let this get me down. Not when there's so much else going on. Alright, what should I do today? I've got plenty of free time to fill up. Yeah. Oh! Firefighting level is increasing. Now go to 2 new areas while you explore. I've seen level 5. Materials you obtain while exploring are unique to each area. For more details, check the manual by the entrance hall. Hi, Negative. Oops, that's not the right button. Confound it, it's just what Aito did, basically. Something happened to A-Press. Where are you, Gaku? There you are. When the guys from Outer School be so eager to fight? Were they brainwashed or something? Oh wait, yeah, it's free time, so it... So who's in this? What's this room? The gym. Can we access the? Hang on. We at the gym this whole time. I just haven't been there. Let's see. Oh, it's this room. Oh, Nego told me they finished their playthrough. Whoever kind of goes to the gym in the morning to train. Okay. But I guess the gym's just been open this whole time. Noted. So. Okay, yeah, he just has stretchy arms apparently. Counter-Strike. We at least learn these things. Well, I can't learn all of them. Where's the bio lab? Oh, right there. Oh, that's extremely situationally useful. That'd be better, but I need more science where I can do that. Alright, well. Where's the library? No. There you are. I'll try reading this book today. Biosphere to Tokyo Residential Complex. Are you familiar with something called a bottle aquarium? It's an interior design piece made by filling an empty bottle with water, plants, and sand, introducing live specimens inside before sealing it shut. Specimens trapped in the bottle live their lives in this tiny world, propagating and ultimately dying. You could say the bottle is a world of its own. Did you never go to the biolab? You say the battle is a world of its own, and the longer it is kept, the more unique of a biosphere it will develop. That is a general summary of bioaquariums. Now, I would like to ask the dear reader this. What is the biggest bioaquarium in the world? It's something you all know very well. There's no need to keep you in suspense. The answer is the Tokyo residential complex in which we all live. We have lived for generations in this giant bioaquarium, constructing a new, totally unique biosphere. Ecologically speaking, we are not descendants of the Japanese people, but rather Tokyo residential complexities with our own. Close the cover. Things are getting too complicated to follow. This feels like a little foreshadowing. Reading this book increased your technology level by 5. Okay, here's what their gym looks like. Now I'm curious about this room. Is this a room that's already unlocked, or... Nope. So that's one more room still to unlock. I'm looking at things right. Are we looking at the infirmary? Right. Let me finish the technology studying. I'm still in the middle of this book. Maybe I'll read it to the end. Finishing this book increased your technology by 10. Bong, bing, bong.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest. Well then, good night.
It's almost over. I'm not all that tired, but there's something else I really want to do today. I guess I'll rest up so I can be nice and fresh tomorrow. Oh, nothing. Not something. Okay. I got changed and went to bed praying there wouldn't be an attack during the night. Cue attack during the night. Darn it.
Get ready for your 32nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the Be ready to give your...
Morning already. I should go to the cafeteria. Although I doubt she'll be there today. Just seeing if there's anybody out here. Are they alone in the gym? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Confound it all, is this Lady Kurara's doing? My shift surely knows no bounds. Hey Kiyoshika, what's the matter? Somebody absconded with the holy Jumanji sword while I was in the bathroom. I let this slide the last time Lady Kurara pulled this trick. But this time, I'm really going to make my displeasure known. Wouldn't it be easier to just take your sword into the bathroom with you?
Oh,
Take her with me? Surely you just so talk to me. Such a thing would be the height of impropriety. Besides, I'd be far too embarrassed to think she was watching me do my business. Oh, I see. I think. Oh, but I'm not supposed to be talking to you. Excuse me, I must be going. That was whatever. Yeah. Oh, this is when you said you were in the hospital, right, Soul? Just as I thought, it's just the original team from the school here today. Now, somebody did say she tried to keep the two groups separate. Only figures that she's not here. So, not like I care or anything, but do those guys really train every morning? It's not like I care either, but yeah, I heard them going at it when I passed the gym earlier. I actually don't care. I'm not even being coy about it. That's some impressive work. That's some impressive work ethic, though. You guys are talking an awful lot about something you claim not to care about. Seeing other people working hard really makes you feel like garbage, huh? Is that just me? Whatever, man. Training only gets you so far. In a real fight, it all comes down to guts. Shoma's possessed, I guess. Shoma? Are you alright? Shoma? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. It's nothing. I didn't mean to space out like that. My head just kind of went blank for a moment. Maybe I contracted a disease that makes my brain melt from lack of use? Either way, it's nothing serious. That sounds incredibly serious. It's melting again. Quick, someone cut off his head. The Revival Medic will fix it when it puts them back together. Probably, maybe. 50-50 chance. You can't solve all your problems with beheadings. Yeah, you may need to have Hemoanima active to do that. Mr. Ginzaki barely contributes anything useful, even when his brain's solid. I think we're safe to just keep ignoring him. Dude, that's so harsh. I can't say I 100% disagree, but still. It's true Shoma's always been on the quiet side, but this goes way beyond that. None of us were really sure what to do about Shoma. We ate fast and left him to work it out on his own. Once breakfast was over, we all went back to our rooms for a while. What now? We're still no closer to patching things up with the team from the other school. We can't let things continue as they are, but how can I get two such different groups of people to get along? Oh, jeez. That's a long time. I also didn't know the demo was that long. Jeez. I guess I'll have to try it. Just have to try whatever I can my own way. Alright. Okay. I need some BP. Yeah, that is a long stretch of time to not be fuzzy on.
Let's go! All right, let's get started. Take this!
I'm ready whenever. Ha! Got it! Nice! Prepped and ready! That's what I'm talking about!
Yes, leave it to me.
Alright. Judge.
You're in the way!
This could be bad.
Hey! This could mean trouble. This certainly isn't good.
Time for battle. Out of my way. Broken so soon.
My body. No way forward but through. We'd better retreat.
Well, he's not technically dead. He only retreated.
I'm taking the wheel! Engines at full throttle!
Let's go. That's it.
Hauling ass!
Let her rip.
Okay, ow.
Let me handle it. Mow him down! Just watch me.
Really
I
good.
got a good feeling about this.
Locked and loaded! Don't try to stop me!
Yeah, well, I can worry about that later.
Ready when you are! Let's roll! I'm taking the wheel! Are you okay?
Thanks. My turn. Yeah.
Out of the way!
Bang, bang, bang! Damn, this is tough. Let's do this! Oh, crap! Retreat!
Let's do it to it! Hi-ya!
My turn. I'm all worked up now. Ready whenever. I'll chop you to pieces. How unsatisfying.
Fine. Go away!
I've got this. Take that! Got it!
Full throttle!
Leave it to me. Ready when you are. Keep it coming.
Boost.
Locked and loaded. Let's roll. I'm taking the wheel. Don't try to stop me. Let's keep it up. Ready when you are. Ah! Locked and loaded. Ready when you are.
I love how the game says she's a sport, but she can be a very good attack.
Let's roll. Let's keep it up.
My turn!